I was watching the game with one of my partners last night, and I told my partner if the Tennessee Titans can stay close, and what I mean is what they did throughout the whole game, if they can just feed the ball to Derrick Henry, Malik Willis will also become a running back. So now you actually make it 11 on 11. You know, when you have a pocket quarterback, it's 10 on 11 when it comes down to the defensive side because the quarterback not going to run. I don't need a spy, and I can't count, and I won't account for him when it comes down to making calls on defense. Now I have King Henry and I have Malik Willis who can also use his legs as well. He just needs game experience on throwing the ball. Now, he did throw the ball to his tight end in the red zone. That was a hell of a throw when he did sit in the pocket, a back shoulder throw, a great throw when he sat in the pocket. But at the same time, when you have a young man, when you just tell him, hey, when it doesn't look good, when you don't feel good, run the football, make sure you protect the football, make sure you don't scramble behind the line of scrimmage, make sure when it's time to slide, when it's time for you to get out of bounds, get out of bounds. Only go for the extra yards when needed. Do not put yourself in harm's way because we need you. You're the franchise quarterback. And I'm telling you, Mark, I've seen enough of Ryan Tannehill. I would like to see more of Malik Willis. And the reason why is I think now is the time. We didn't see everything Ryan Tannehill wanted to do. When he gets to the playoffs, we didn't see him make the throws he needed to make. Can Ryan Tannehill get you further than what you have been before in the playoffs? I don't know. I'm just going off, that's your resume. I'm not going abracadabra and be like, okay, I look at Ryan Tannehill the same way I look at Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, can he get you a few games more throughout the playoffs? I don't know. This is what your resume say. This is what your tape been saying for the past 6-7 years. So I think now it's time to just change the guard, my personal opinion, and give it to Malik Willis. Let him make his mistakes now because he would never have a running back like this. The defense won't be the same for too much longer, and you can still develop because they drafted a young wide receiver. Who's that wide receiver I like coming out the draft?
Arkansas's Traylon Burks, Ike. And I think you convinced me because with Tannehill, certainly I think you have a higher floor but a lower ceiling. With Willis, potentially you have a higher ceiling because we don't know what he can do, whereas we've seen what Tannehill could do year after year after year. It's very good, but it's almost like, I'm not saying Malik Willis is Patrick Mahomes, but it's like when the Chiefs made the decision to go from, hey, we're going to go with Mahomes instead of Alex Smith. Alex Smith, you're a very good quarterback. You're a Pro Bowl quarterback, but we're not going to contend. We're not going to win a Super Bowl. And Derrick Henry's in his prime right now. So if you want to maximize that ability, perhaps with Willis, you have a higher ceiling. Certainly, I think you have, again, the floor ceiling analogy is what I would make. It's not going to be as bad at its worst with Tannehill, but you know that there's only so far he'd be able to take the Titans in the playoff cycle. So I think you convinced me.
Yeah, if you just look at it, Mark, like the man was at Auburn. People forget the man went to Auburn. He transferred to Liberty. When he went to Liberty, he threw for 47 touchdowns. He ran for 27. So it's not like he can't run or pass. Malik can do both. Honestly, I thought the Pittsburgh Steelers was going to slide and get him. But to get a talent like that in the third round, that's a steal. That's definitely a steal. And he went to, for his career, he went to the right team, the right coach at the right time. And now it's the time to take the leash off Malik Willis, put Ryan Tannehill in the cage, and let this young man rock out because he would take you further. He's not going to do nothing but get better as the season progresses. And it's going to make the job even easier for Derrick Henry because now you can't put 9 in the box or 8 in the box. Now we really truly have to play, or we have to account for another guy. He just so happened to be a quarterback in Malik Willis.
Yeah, you run that read option and it's a real threat, whereas Tannehill's not. I mean, he's not a statue back there, but he's not Malik Willis running the ball. And I point to the passing game, 5 of 16 for Malik Willis, but 8 carries for 40 yards, Ike. So I know what you're saying in terms of the accountability that it holds the defense to where you truly have to play 11 on 11, given Willis's ability to run the ball.
Colin Kaepernick, when he was with San Fran,
yeah,
when the Super Bowl. They lost to the Baltimore Ravens, but they had the opportunity to win. Harbaugh was doing the same thing. He was letting them sling the ball when he needed to, have a read option going. And when it was time for Colin to run, man, Colin had that long stride. He used to giddy up on them boys all day. So the same thing with Malik Willis. Malik Willis has the arm talent. He has the accuracy. He just need that in-game experience. That's all that young man needs. But he has every piece to the puzzle around him, Mark, that he needs. He has an offensive line, a defense who are not going to beat themselves, and a running back, knock on wood, a future Hall of Fame running back in King Henry. And don't forget, they have a backup at running back as well. That's a dog. So the Tennessee Titans in this setup is just perfect for Malik Willis right now.